What's up, people? I'm Dre Skeen, and today's guest is a food blogger, owner of Core Club, and Pilates instructor, Victoria Colahar.
Hi, guys.
How are you doing today?
I'm good. Thanks for having me.
So the vibe for today is to talk about Pilates, talk about your food life as well, because I know you're a food and all of that. So I think you can do something today on Pilates.
Yeah, but I think in true core fashion, we should do it while we're working out.
All right, fine. Let's do it.
Let's go.
All right. We are gonna be doing Pilates today, right? And who none other than to do it with Victoria. So, what are we doing?
So we're gonna start with a little warm up, and then we're gonna just go right into the workout. Let's go. Meet me on all fours.
Okay.
We're gonna engage our core. Give me a big inhale through the nose, deep exhale through the mouth. As you're exhaling through the mouth, make sure you pull that belly button to spine and engage in that core. So just right here, inhaling through the nose, exhale through the mouth. Pull that belly button in. Don't let that tummy hang. Inhale through the nose. Exhale through the mouth. 2 more breaths right here. Inhaling through the nose. Exhale through the mouth. Pull that belly button to spine. Last one. Inhale through the nose. Exhale through the mouth. Pull that belly button to spine. Then you're going to take your right hand. You're going to thread it through the left and stretching that back out and shining everything to the front.
Hold on. But turn so.
Yeah, so you're threading your hand through, bending that elbow, getting a proper stretch out, and shining everything out. Fingertips to the ceiling, and you're doing that 3 more times. Make sure you're inhaling through the nose, exhaling through the mouth, still keeping that core engaged. Last 2, right here. Last one. Make sure you're breathing, don't hold your breath, put that palm back down on the mat, and you're switching sides. So opposite hand goes through opposite side, stretching everything out.
Oh, shit.
We're only stretching.
Okay, yeah. So this is what people pay for, right?
Yeah, of course. It's good.
What are we working out? What is helping me with?
Well, for my classes specifically, I really do a full body workout, but I really also target the core. So that's why I always say through your breath, make sure your core is engaged. So inhale through the nose. And truthfully, when you exhale through the mouth and make this sound, that's when your core really gets engaged.
So it has to be Mikado.
No, when you make the S noise,
Yeah.
it literally pulls that belly button like almost back to your spine.
Okay, makes sense. All right, what else are we going to know?
Okay, so right here, we're gonna pick up the magic circle and you put it between your chest. Then you're gonna meet me with your palms down on the mat. You're gonna extend that left leg, point those toes. Those elbows are locked in, and as they're bending, you're gonna go in line with your body. So lock those elbows in, they're not pressing out to the side, they're going in line with the body as you hinge your body into that circle, bringing that nose to mat.
Nose to mat.
Lifting that leg up.
No.
Very good job, pressing everything back to center. Use that core. So inhale through the nose, exhale through the mouth, really pull that belly button to spine first.
Oh.
So we're right here, so you should look like this. Inhale through the nose, exhale through the mouth. Pull that belly button to spine. Then you're gonna hinge your body down in that circle, bringing that nose to mat, elbows in line with the body down. Lifting that left leg up and pressing everything back through center. And you're here for 10. Just like that, super easy.
Ooh, yeah, easy. You know, you say, all right, just so.
Almost there, yep.
Bam.
Lock
And then,
those elbows in. They're going in line with the body. Down. Extend that leg straight, no bend in the leg. Point those toes and pressing everything back through center.
Go.
Good job, almost there. Let's go. Pressing it up. Down. Don't hold your breath. Inhale through the nose, exhale through the mouth. Make sure you're keeping that core engaged, pressing everything up. Last 3 right here. Last 2. Last one down. And meet me back through center. So we're in the same position. We're gonna work the same side. We're not done with that leg yet. You're gonna extend that leg to the back. And you're gonna point that toe. You're drawing rainbows in the sky, tapping from one side of the mat, intentionally picking that leg up, tapping the outside of the mat. So right here, using your core to keep you stable. You're only moving your leg, you're not pressing your whole body back and forth. So inhale through the nose, exhale through the mouth, pull that belly button to spine. Do the breath work.
Supplicants. When me dip on the movement up, no time to stop. Supplicant, I'm a food and nothing can out the box. Supplicant, vibes and energy and wings. Supplicant, boost you up. Supplicant, keep your fit stock. It boost your energy, keep you on track. For health and strength and daily food. Supplicant, they're on top. Supplicant, vibes and energy and wings. What the people want in the streets. Supplicant, boost you up.
Pull it in.
Oh, yeah, it's my belly big. Oh, yeah.
Palms down on the mat. Extend that left leg, point those toes. Inhale through the nose as you exhale. You're gonna lift that leg up, tapping the outside of the mat. Intentionally picking that leg up, tapping the outside. There you go.
So my question is, why Pilates?
So I discovered mat Pilates in December of 2024. I had gone to a pop-up. Just randomly decided to try a class I had seen advertised on Instagram, and I fell in love with it. And at the time, there was no studio in town that offered hot mat Pilates, so I just decided to open a studio.
So is this hot mat Pilates?
Inside the studio, it's hot mat Pilates. What we're doing right now in here is just mat Pilates, because in my studio, I have infrared heating panels, and that's what makes it hot.
So you're telling me that people actually go work out in the heat and do all of this?
Yeah, because it's actually a detoxifying sweat. Come on, we have 4 left. It's a detoxifying sweat that you get. So it's actually super healthy for you. It helps with joints. It helps with if you had a rough weekend, out drinking, you want to get a detox, get all of that liquor out of your system, come to a class, and just everything, overall stress, anxiety, it's overall beneficial.
So what's one misconception about Pilates?
Well, that Pilates is for women. And we have a man here doing it with us.
Who's dying, right?
Who's dying, but I think what's good about it is that when men come to the class, it shows them their weaknesses, and they thought they were a lot stronger than they are. Because they're in the gym lifting all these heavy weights, and then they come to a Pilates class and they can't keep up, because with Pilates, you're working all the small muscles that you didn't even know was there, and your core, you don't realize how much you depend on your core to get through all your workouts.
So you said earlier, you saw a need that there was no studio like that in Kingston, and you just jump in.
Yeah, I did the workout and I really, really loved it. And I remember saying to my girlfriend that, oh my gosh, this is something that I would do every single day. And after that one pop-up, there wasn't another one coming up soon. And I was like, I wish I could go do this type of workout every day. So I researched it and I saw that there was a training program in Miami. I went to it and I got trained for 3 weeks. And I came back and I found a spot and I started opening my studio.
I mean, that's commendable. That is commendable. But what I want to know though is, when doing Pilates, does this mean that I have to like change my whole like diet and all them something there?
I just think in general in life you should, if you're working out, you should lean for more of a healthier lifestyle. So focusing on protein and, you know, veggies and fruits and water rather than junk food, fast food, fries, fried chicken, the stuff that you love.
Yeah, I was just about to say, no, like burger.
But healthy food doesn't have to be boring.
Which comes to my next question. You're also a food blogger.
I am.
So how did you get into that?
I think growing up, I just grew up in a household that loved food. I mean, my family owns a chain of restaurants, and I think we always brought in our chefs from China. And sometimes they would stay with us when they just reached Jamaica, so they'd always be in the kitchen making all these exotic dishes, and there was just never anything that I've eaten that I didn't really like. Like, I love all kinds of food. I love exploring new foods. As I told you, my taste palette is, you know, very exquisite. Yeah. But yeah, I think I just grew up in a family of foodies and I just naturally became one as well.
So this means that you can cook, right?
I can cook, actually. I can cook, yeah. So that's what my food blog is actually going into now, is more of my meals that I make at home, just because I don't eat out as much anymore, because I've also been on my own personal weight loss journey after having 2 kids. And yeah, I find myself cooking a lot more, and they're very healthy, delicious meals.
So how you manage doing all of this, your food and family life?
Just a
You
woman.
can sit on properly, right? Because that position there, I kill me like them. Whew.
Yeah. I think it's the will and the want. I've always wanted to be a mommy. I've always wanted to be a young mommy. I found something that I'm passionate about in terms of my work, which is Pilates. And I think my passion just fuels me in every part of my life. So being a mom, being someone's partner, having my own household, you know, having my own studio that I run, it does obviously get a little hectic sometimes, but I find that with the right support and the proper community around me, it's fine. I'm doing good. I love it.
I love that for you.
Thanks.
So for like, say, back to the Pilates, you know, because we're tired already. So for like somebody like, you know, our cameraman, OJ, you know, who probably want to touch the Pilates studio, what's a recommendation you'd give him as a guy?
As that going to our first class?
Yeah.
I think just show up, just come and see what it is. I think people are a lot stronger than they think they are. And I think when you try new things, you find new passions and new loves. And I think once they come and see what it is and see the type of workout it is and what it entails, yes, it will always be a hard class, but I always want my classes at Core Club to be a hard class. I never want somebody to show up and be like, oh, that was such an easy workout, because you're not getting your money's worth, to me at least. We are a contemporary wellness studio, so I believe in, and I personally love, it's also my personality, a high intensity, high energy, music blasting in your ears. The vibe of the studio, it's like a dark pink vibe, you know, so you kind of feel like you're in a club, hence the Core Club. I really wanted to dive into that part of it, and I just don't personally love a boring workout, and I think it's fun. And everybody comes. When they come, we have a lot of athletes that come as well, and they try it for the first time and they're like, that was hard, I'm never coming back. And then next week, same time, they're like, hey, and I'm like, you're back, you know? So they end up loving it. Men end up really, really loving it once they actually do come to the studio and try it. And I think the heat adds an element that they're not used to, that they end up really appreciating while they're in studio. They're like, oh, this is actually really nice. Because after you end up feeling light, you literally feel like you got a detox, because you did.
Well, after I went to one of your you know, classes, and I can tell you, when I was finished, I was like, yeah, this ain't for me. this is not for me. That was stress upon stress.
And the thing is that I think that's where like the will and the want comes in, is that, you know, if it's something that you stay consistent in, you will see a difference in your body in the shortest period of time. Alongside eating healthy, yeah, because you're in here, you're getting that extra sweat in so that you're shedding off that extra water weight. You know, you're literally getting a detox while you're doing it. So all the toxins that are in your body are being released. Mm-hmm. So you end up getting an overall better appearance, whether it's in your face, your skin, your fat loss, all of it. It's super beneficial.
Okay. So can we do one more? I feel inspired.
Yeah.
So what else can we do?
So meet me on those knees. Yes. Pick that circle back up.
Oh gosh, all right.
And you're gonna inhale through the nose. Start with that circle right by your chest. Inhale through the nose, start upwards, very good. Untuck those toes. Inhale through the nose. As you exhale through the mouth, you're gonna press into that circle. You're gonna hinge your body back as you press that ring out. You're gonna hold it right here and you're gonna pulse for 3, 2, 1, and you're gonna bring everything back through center. So you should really feel the burn, but that's what it's about. Let's at least get 5 sturdy reps in. Let's go. Mm-hmm. Inhale through the nose. As you exhale through the mouth, really pull that belly button to spine. Inhale, exhale. You're going to press that ring out. You're going to hinge that body back as you bring those arms forward. Pulse into that ring for 3, 2, 1. Bring everything back through center.
So what you use as motivation to continuously do this? Because
like,
not dead.
I think it's so fun.
What? This is fun.
It's fun. Yeah, it's fun. Come on, do it. Press it out. Hinge those hips back. Pulse in 3, 2, 1. Back through center. I'm getting into my studio voice. Inhale through the nose. Exhale through the mouth. Press that ring out. Pulse into that ring for 3, 2, 1. Bring everything back through center. 2 more right here. Make sure you're breathing. Don't hold your breath.
I think we'll have different.
Inhale through the nose. Exhale through the mouth. Pulse for 3, 2, 1. Back through center. Last one. Inhale, exhale. You're gonna bring those hips back. Extend those arms. You're gonna pulse that ring for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Everything back through center.
No.
But you know, it's the energy of everybody as well. Like when you come to a studio and you have 10, 18 people in the class and we're all dying together, it's fun.
I don't like how that's so.
And the music is blasting, you know, everybody is just getting their workout in.
I will admit that having the music wasn't as bad. But the dying parts, you know, is where it lost me.
Yeah, but then guess what? When you leave and you go home and look at yourself in the mirror and you see the results, you're like, it was worth it.
So can any body type do Pilates?
Absolutely. There's no restriction, there's no constraint to a body type, to anything. Pilates is literally for everybody, men and women, all shapes and sizes and all ages.
So what's the difference between Pilates and yoga? Because I thought they were the same thing, to be honest.
It's just a different method, different training style. So whereas Pilates is rehab, more for the muscles and for the body, at Core Club, yes, it is rehab, but we also incorporate more of a sculpting technique. So you won't go to another studio and find our type of class there. So whereas we are doing like rehabilitating moves, it also is very sculpting. So a lot of our classes are titled Pilates Sculpt. So that's why it's like we include a lot of props and like pulsing and like picking up the weights and ankle weights and all these things, because I personally believe in sculpting the body while rehabbing whatever muscle is down, or, you know, little things like that.
All right, so what can we do with the weights?
The weights?
I'm still inspired. I mean, it's not easy, but Mama didn't raise no fool.
So your forearm is down on the mat.
Yeah.
That rib cage is peeled up off of that mat. That chest is shining proudly.
Peeled.
You're gonna pick that weight up. You're gonna bring those knuckles to the ceiling. You're gonna inhale through the nose to prepare. As you exhale, you're gonna press it up into a side plank. Inhale, exhale, pull that belly button to spine, thread that needle through, and shine that chest back out.
All right, hold on.
Well, I can give you the modified version, which also, if you come to class and I see that you're struggling with a certain instruction that I've given, there's always a modification. So for you, your modification will be bend those legs in into a clamshell, go into a half side plank. So bring those knuckles back to the ceiling. Inhale through the nose. As you exhale, you're gonna lift those hips up. Right there. Thread that needle through and shine that chest.
Isn't this the same?
It's the same thing, but it's a modified version because it's not necessarily easier, but it's until you build up the strength to be in a full side plank here, you bend it on the hair.
So for someone who wants to join and do Pilates, right? But I mean, they probably fear this aspect of it, the starting. What recommendation would you give them?
To just go on our website and look at the different class levels. So we have different levels for like beginners, intermediate, all level classes.
And how does one stay motivated when they start this?
Because you know that you're working towards a greater good, which is the results that you're gonna get from doing these type of workouts, which you're gonna get lean, you're gonna get tone, and your body's gonna be sculpted the way you would desire.
So for me personally, right?
Yeah.
I canceled my gym membership for the new year. New year, new me. But I don't mind the Pilates.
Yeah.
But at the same time, I don't like the Pilates. What's like some motivation you can give me for actually be consistent and come to Core Club?
I mean, if you want to better yourself and your overall health and well-being, your overall appearance, then come to the classes. You'll get leaner, you'll get stronger. Once you're stronger, there's nothing you can't do, you know, and you'll just be a healthier person.
I love that. It's so nice. But when I was there, I was dying.
Yeah, and guess what? You'll die at every class. You will, the more that you come, the more consistent you are, the more it starts making more sense to you, the more your body starts flowing better, the stronger you become. So the moves become not necessarily easier, but your body's flowing so much better that you find yourself powering through the moves more. But I think you will always come and get a challenging class, and I think you should always want to come and get a challenging class. Like, why would you want to show up for an easy workout? I said this in every class. I'm like, are you guys okay? And they're like, oh. we're dying. And I'm like, yeah, good, you should be. Like, I want my studio to sound like that at the end of my class. I don't want them to be like, all right, thanks. Like, they need to be like, oh my God. You know what I mean? Like, they should be.
So they should be dying.
Yeah, you should be shaking.
I'd like to thank you for stopping by and giving these Pilates tips and such. You're going to see me again at the Core Club.
I hope so.
All right, well, we're finished with Pilates. I'm still alive. I'd like to thank Victoria for stopping by. And remember, guys, stay tuned for the next episode.